That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag. That's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting. That's a big number.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Foxborough. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that fly, 20.
Check 48, the mark. All you get is a header. All you get is a header.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Michel. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Brady gives to Michel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Patriots have it. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
They'll run with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Through an opening, and there he goes. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on second and 13, Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that round 80? Round 80? Hey, 66.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Let me do.
Brady going to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First down, Patriots.
Wait, that. Alabama. 380. 54. Hey, run. Hey, go 66.
On first down, Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Hey, Alabama.
The 46-yard line.
Watch the twist. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Shadow. Sugar.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He's got White here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Michel. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, let go. Undercut, 61, match spot, and hit.
They'll try and run it in with White, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Sugar. Hey, Charlie. When he hits.
Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
58 to Mike.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54. 12. Mike 50. Hey, box drop. Stay with your man. Hey, watch that.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it. This is Michel. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stay at home. 54 Mike. Check.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Go, take a seat. You can't stop me. Let's go on. No, 66. Mike 54. So don't say it. Alpha. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check it. Reload.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Niners take over 1st
We got this.
at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet. and say, this is what the problem is?
Gun.
Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On second down, it's Coleman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Dante Hightower on the stop. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Gets this one to Juszczyk. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
21.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. 65, 65, 65,
72.
Brady now on first down. It's complete. James White. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 72. Regular.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Wait, that's wide, 80. 50. Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Brady gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Greystone, Travis. Alpha. Mike 5-4. Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Wants to run. They're running it. 54.
On 2nd and 9. Brady going for it all. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Pick it up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
13. Hey, Haywood.
You're not ready. 58's the money. 58's the money.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
65.
Now Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, 66.
Brady going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense,